The 4,000 soldiers stationed here at Canada-Latvia are just 200 kilometers from the Russian border, and they've got one mission: to make sure no Russians ever cross that border. Now, Prime Minister Mark Carney spent the last of his 4 days in Europe meeting many of the 2,000 Canadians that are stationed here. He has just announced a 3-year extension of Canada's NATO mission here in Latvia, and now he was getting a first-hand look at their gear and hearing what some of them had to say. And if Carney heard what reporters heard, then he would have learned that the troops here think they need a few more drones, they need some more anti-aircraft systems, and those tanks, well, they're more than 25 years old, and it's getting harder and harder to find parts for them. Well, the government says it gets the message.
The extension of Operation Reassurance is part of our broader mission to rebuild, rearm, and reinvest in the Canadian Armed Forces.
Deployment here is currently Canada's largest overseas deployment, and Prime Minister Carney, like Prime Ministers Harper and Trudeau before him, sees Operation Reassurance as the most tangible commitment to NATO and the security of Europe.
This, as we've seen this morning, is much more than a military base. It's an anchor of service, of cooperation, a foundation of security.
This was Carney's last day of a 4-day trip through Europe, and everywhere that he's been, Kyiv, Berlin, Warsaw, and Riga, he's had the same message for an audience back home: that if Canadians want a safer world, then Canada must be stronger. Now, the Carney government is going to present its first budget in a matter of weeks, and in that budget, Carney is expected to detail how he's going to spend the billions needed to accomplish that objective. David Akin, Global News, Canada-Latvia, Latvia.